today is the day before the bar exam, and with that being said, I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot of emotions I want to talk about, but first things first, I'm gonna get dressed and then we will reconvene after that. It's gonna be a vlog style, just because I want to sit down and talk about it. So we're back, we're ready to go, dressed. I'm just throwing sweats today because, again, last day, which means I'm probably gonna study for like an hour and then maybe go get coffee, because trust me, there's not enough coffee in the world. Trust me, I'm about to sit down and talk to you about how I feel, what's going on, and all that, because we need to talk. Let's do this. Shopping break. Check, because we needed it, de-stress. All right, let's talk, because I had a shopping break. I was tired. Let's just say I'm scared. No, for real. Like, I have so much anxiety, so much fear. Literally don't know how I feel. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't. Like, I just am scared. Well, hello. I'm back home, put on my sweats and everything, so now I'm comfy. But let's talk, because let's just talk. I have a lot of anxiety. So I have really bad test anxiety, and that's just something that, like, I'm prone to, is test anxiety. But I know the knowledge. Like, the knowledge is there some way or somehow. It's there. It's just fear. Like, it really is. I'm not a good test taker person. When tests are timed, I get really, really scared. But I know that I have it in me. I have the power in me. I am strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. I promise I'm very strong. But it's a little scary. Just a tad bit. So today is the day before, which means I'm not studying at all today. If you don't know my study technique, then you should know. But I studied earlier for about 2 hours and then I was good. But I studied all day yesterday, the day before, and so tomorrow's a test. I am not going to study anymore. I'm completely done studying, which is kind of scary for me to say. I know. Like, we're done. We've closed the book. We've closed the computer. Everything is done. The flashcards are up. And I have just decided that we're just going to call it a day of we're done and we're going to zen it out. With this being said, that doesn't mean go get drunk, wild, and party. It just means, like, chillax. Take a little bit of time for yourself. But I really don't know, like, what else to say, just because I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this part, like the emotional part, like anxiety, heightened fear, a lot of stuff like that. I have been drinking a lot of coffee, definitely something that probably I shouldn't have done. Just a reference, don't input too much caffeine into your body, and if you do, try and do double of water, because the caffeine can really, like, mess up your system and really, really mess up your, like, head, because my head is always going because I have so much caffeine. What else? But the test itself, like, studying wise, I feel pretty confident that way now. I do, but it's more of I'm just in fear of time. That's my thing. But everybody's gonna have their own fears. Everybody's gonna have everything different. I have been saying my affirmations. If you don't know the affirmations, I will definitely input that clip right now. It's from my my TikTok, but it's the affirmations for the bar and the LSAT, and I'll put the video in now so that you can see it. But I've been saying those as much as possible, and trust me, emotions are everywhere there. And then basically I'm gonna do the after the test as well. So I'm gonna give you my before thoughts and then my after thoughts. I might do my during thoughts. I don't know just yet. Like, whip out my phone after like during breaks and stuff, and like fear or like scared. I feel like that's really something that people don't understand. I may not be able to like tell you stuff on the test, but like I can tell you like how I feel. So I will see you when the test starts, or I'll see you in the morning. I'll see you in the morning. We'll check in the morning, then we'll check in like mid-test, and then we'll check in after, which is not going to be until Wednesday. But we'll check in. We'll be back. Okay, so today is day 2, and honestly, I feel pretty confident. I'm being a little bit dramatic. Like, on a serious note, I do feel pretty confident. It is very intimidating. It's a very intimidating test, and I think that that's where people get like fear, scared, hard, all of it mixed up. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't think it's like the most extreme test that I've taken. I think that it's also because I'm a good test taker, but I am very bad with timing. So yes, it is hard, but it's not like severe. But I get where people are coming from. So now that I'm there, I get where people are coming from, that it's hard, because to a part it is, to a part it's not. So I'll talk more about it later. Today's day 2, so stay tuned. Also, for some reason, my day 1 update video won't upload. I don't know why, so I'm just basically gonna say what I said in there. After day 1, I was severely tired. I was exhausted, I was drained, but I think it was because I had to, 1, wake up super early, and 2, I was just not eating, not sleeping. I had severe nausea, so yes, my anxiety did get a little tragic, but it's okay. It gets the best of us. And so now that it's day 2, I do feel better. So I will see you after all this is done. Honestly, might be at the bar, so might put the bar clip in. Alright, so if you haven't watched my morning successful habits, pretty much you would see what I do in the morning. But obviously, since you haven't, well, we're gonna do it here together. But we need coffee. Let's do that. Okay, hello, welcome back. So we're gonna talk about the after. Now that I've been there, I definitely do see a sense of fear, a lot of it, because there is a lot of fear abrupted with the test. You have fear of time, you have fear of tests, you have fear of writing. So it just depends, whatever your fear is with test taking. Personally, I'm a decent test taker. I'm not world star or anything, but I'm a pretty good test taker. And so I definitely think that non-corona bar is probably going to be harder for sure, just because of the atmosphere itself. But I definitely just saw a sense of even with my friends and stuff, they were just scared. It was just a fear, already going into it scared, and I'm like, oh my god, now I have fear. You have fear, I have fear, you have fear, I have fear. And it was definitely not, I feel like people put more emphasis on it's hard, versus you need to focus on mental strength. I'm being so serious when I say that. I know law stuff pretty well. I do. Even though I hate contracts for the life of me, and I hate wills, yes, I do still know it. I hate it, but I do know it. And so I'm gonna say that I was more in fear of time. For sure. But with that being said, I feel I did pretty good. I definitely do. Whether I pass or fail, I will still be filming a reaction video. I don't care, because I know people who've taken it 9 times. I know people who've taken it 5 times. I know people who pass on the first time. It's honestly not that big of a deal. Yes, it is, but yes, it's not. If you pass on the first time, that's amazing, that's phenomenal. But if you fail like 5 times and then pass, like that's totally fine too. Like it's fine. It really is. It's really 7:30 in the morning. I still haven't had my coffee and my mind is everywhere. But I just want to say, if you're going into the bar, if you're going to the LSAT, focus on your mental awareness. Like mental awareness to what exactly am I scared of? Because I'm gonna be honest, I was not scared of the context itself. Like, yes, one thing was worded like 90,000 times that just made no literal sense, or just added words that were not necessary. But that's a whole different topic. But yes, so that I was getting more frustrated with the fact that it was ridiculous. There was just unnecessary words that were just not needed. Other than that, that's pretty much what I did. Let me talk about how long I studied. So I studied for approximately 4 months. Yeah, no. March, April. That's 6 months. But I didn't really start in March. I got my materials in March. So yeah, no, I did do like 4 months. So I did like 4 to 5 months. I did structure study the way y'all know how to do it, the way I've taught y'all to do it. Yes, I did do structure study, and I did it but since I was out so long, so I still had like 5 months, I was kind of cutting it down. So I wasn't doing 4 days a week. I was doing like 2 or 3. And personally, that one helped my mental state because I wasn't stuck on law school, or I wasn't stuck on this, I wasn't stuck on that. I was actually like venturing out and still enjoying my life. And then once I got closer, probably like the last 2 months, the last 2 months I haven't had life. Like there's just no one's talked to me. I haven't posted on any social media. So if you see me posting on TikTok now, Facebook, Instagram, all that other stuff, it's most likely because I have time now. Like I literally have time for the next 5 months of my life, or 3 months, whatever it is. So yes, and I think I've decided that I'm not going to start working until January, February. Don't tell my parents that, but I think they already knew. So let's see. And I get a lot of questions about like, how are you able to work before you take your bar? Guys, I want you to understand that that's all law students. Like all law students are allowed to work before taking their bar. That doesn't mean that like you have a full on like fanatic like career just yet, but you are known and you can work at other law firms if that's needed. So like I was contracted with the state, so it just depends on what you do. So yes, I was, but now I have to stop and I no longer have a job. But it's okay. It's all good. It's okay. It's all good. So other than that, we've graduated, we've taken the bar, and we're vibing, high thriving, socializing out here. And I just cannot wait to see what is next. So make sure you drop all your ideas that you want me to go through, because now I have time to film. I have time. It is 7 o'clock. It's a little too early. I have time to be active. I have time to do coaching and stuff like that now. So if that's what you would like, let me know in the bio. I definitely slept in the clothes from last night. I was so tired. I went to sleep. So I got home at 5:30. Yeah, so I got home at 5:30. Let's talk about my last day. So this whole thing was all over the place. So I got home at 5:30. I went to, we had a glass of wine. And then after that, I was like, I'm out, I'm sleeping. And by 7 o'clock, I was gone. I was tired. 7 o'clock, people were calling me at like 8 o'clock and they were like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm sleeping. They're like, okay, you deserve it. Like, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I'm like, I am tired. Like, God, it was draining. It's like somebody just ripping, like, I get it. I totally stand by everybody's pain, because it does drain you, but it's okay. It's all good. Anyways, so that was pretty much my talk. I am gonna do one a video of like your must-haves and what you need for the bar, like what do you really need to study, like what's helpful, what's not helpful. But I do have a few dyslexia tips. So if you do have dyslexia, I am gonna give you a few helpful tips to seriously like up your score. So even if you're not dyslexic, like trust me, you want the items I'm going to list, because those things help me so much, so much. And just because like the software that I bought was online, like me and my best friend, we shared it. That's not like, we didn't just use that. We did buy like books, and we had a bunch of other stuff, and then we bought a lot of stuff. So they will all be in the next video. I make sure I will post it. I am posting every other day for right now. Well, right now I'm posting every single day, but then I'm gonna start posting every other day starting Friday. So stay tuned. Make sure you give me video ideas. Give me ideas, because I'm out of them. I'm completely out of them. Okay, so I love every single one of you. I will see you in my next video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you check out my vlog channel. Goodbye.